There have been so many new fall releases at Sephora recently. I've been smelling them because I've been in store more often. I've purchased some things. So you all, I have a lot of thoughts about a lot of these new fall releases, and let's get into it because I know y'all want to hear about them. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. The SANTAMARIA, yes, new fall releases at Sephora. This is a mix of things, a mix of brands. Some of my thoughts are positive and some are negative. So let's go ahead and have some fun with this. Grab a snack and let's get into it. Lipstick of the day today, everyone. I am rocking out with MAC Hodgepodge lipstick. It's a cool tone brown lip color. I really love this. I have it paired with MAC Chestnut Liner. We know and love it, and that's it. Details on everything on my face will be down in the description box below, so you do not have to ask questions about it. Next up, we have fragrance of the day, and I've been loving this one all year, it seems, and that is from Flower Bomb, you all. Victor and Raw Flower Bomb Extreme is the real name. But yes, this one has a beautiful raspberry note. It's mostly raspberry and vanilla, so I love that type of note around this time of year. So yeah, I had to pull it back out. And that again is Victor and Rolf's Flower Bomb Extreme. Full dedicated review is already up on the channel about this one, so you do not have to ask questions about it. And let's get into these thoughts on these fragrances. I have moved to the side because I want to display pictures, of course, of certain fragrances that I don't have. So the first one I want to talk about, this one came out really more so in the summertime, kind of like a pre-fall situation, but I never spoke on it, but here we are now. This is from Prada, you all. This is the new Prada Paradoxe Radical Essence fragrance. This is the latest flanker in the Paradoxe line. You all know I have the other three. I've done a buying guide on them. I reviewed all of those, so definitely check that out if you want to know more about the OG scents that have already come out before this one. But what's different about this new Radical Essence one, that's how I'm going to refer to it moving forward, is that they added a note of pistachio. And that makes sense because this is technically a fall release type of scent. You're going to see fragrances have more spicy notes, more nutty notes, more woody notes, sometimes more oody notes. That's kind of a thing now, or more gourmand touches. And for them, they went the pistachio route. So it still has key notes, you all, of neroli and sandalwood in it. Neroli is like the main quintessential note in all of the Paradoxe line, but the pistachio again is what's interesting. So this fragrance has been polarizing because the reviews have been very hit or miss with this one. But interesting enough, I'm part of the unpopular opinion crew. I actually like this scent because I smell the pistachio. So I get the neroli, I get the sandalwood, all that, which I already enjoy in the original line of Paradoxe, right? So the pistachio to me added a little bit of depth to it, added a little bit of a nutty quality to this fragrance. And this is one that if I did pick it up, I would absolutely wear it right now, which is the fall season and even into the winter season. This one would go along with the intense in my opinion, because this one and the intense one are deemed as cold weather in my head to my nose. So I have to say the Prada Paradoxe Radical Essence is a yes for me. Next up, we have a new release that I do have a full bottle of, and this is from Rare Beauty, and this is Rare by Rare Beauty. The brand sent this over to me, as you all know, when I showed you all this in the haul. I've also already done its full dedicated review, so I'm not gonna spend as much time on this one. But in a nutshell, this one is for the gourmand girlies that need something that's sweet and also kind of nutty at the same time to transition into the fall season. Key notes, you all, of caramel, vanilla, and sandalwood. There is a note of pistachio in here too. I want to emphasize that. And this is one that has also had very polarizing reviews because a lot of people feel that this smells exactly like Burberry Goddess, the original, I want to add, because there are flankers to Burberry Goddess at this point. But to me, as I stated in this dedicated review, this one does not have lavender though. And Burberry Goddess has lavender along with the other vanilla notes and things in it. So that's what makes this one different to me, because I know for a lot of ladies, lavender pulls more masculine on them and they don't like it. So if you were a person to me that hated the lavender in any of the Burberry Goddess line, I think you should check out the Rare Beauty one because it's more gourmand, true to form in my opinion. So all in all, I do like this one. And it's an easy reach. Like it made my top 5 for August because I didn't have to think about this one. It just would work. So all in all, the new Rare Beauty fragrance is a yes. I've also discussed the new fragrance bombs they have too in this dedicated review. So if you want to know my thoughts on those, that's in that video. And speaking of Burberry Goddess, Burberry also released a new flanker this year to the Burberry Goddess line for fall 2025. And this is the new Burberry Goddess Parfum version. You all have seen the unboxing for this. Yes, this is the big boy bottle because you all, this may be my favorite one out of the bunch. I smelled this scent multiple times whenever I would go into store, encounter, department store, did not matter. I kept smelling this one because I'm drawn to it for some reason. So this was not a blind buy. This was one I kept thinking about on multiple different trips, pure thoughts, different days, different situations. But each time I kept smelling this scent, I was like, I like it. So here we are with a full size bottle. So Burberry Goddess Parfum, the main difference in here is the fact they added raspberry in here and they added a suede note in the base. And of course in the middle, they have the lavender and all the vanillas that we know and love from the original Burberry Goddess DNA. But you all know this about me, I love the note of raspberry. Something about raspberry just always screams fall for me. And to me, the suede note in this one actually makes the scent smoother in my opinion. It makes the original smell more grittier and less refined in my opinion compared to this new Parfum version. So they perfected this DNA to me with this new version. And that is why I enjoy this one. I absolutely think this one is excellent. This is amazing to me. And that's why I picked it up. So as you can tell, the new Burberry Goddess Parfum edition is a yes. This is a win. Absolutely check it out. I've already reviewed the other Burberry Goddesses, by the way, the original and the intense. So definitely check those videos out too if you want to know about those as well. Next up, we have the most viral of the bunch in my opinion, because she sold out literally within minutes, it seemed like to me, from app exclusive to people running in store for it. This felt like the old days in the beauty community, how people ran this up because I was people. I was up early that morning. I placed my order at like 8 a.m. It was an app exclusive, and I'm glad I did that. The fragrance I'm referring to, you all, is the new Forvr Mood fragrance, and this is She Was Here. This one, she's still sold out. I was in my local Sephora recently and they're like, yeah, we're still out of it, because anytime we get a little bit of it in, it immediately flies off the shelves. And with good reason, you all. It has keynotes of pomegranate element. There's vanilla milk, Turkish rose, and roasted pistachio in here. And then there's suede and amber in the base. This right here, the rose in here is rosing. The vanilla milk in here is doing what it needs to do. But then it has a kick in this scent because of the LME. It has a little bit of an incensey vibe going on. Then a pistachio note makes it more nutty in my opinion. So this is a feminine fall fragrance to me that doesn't smell like every other rose scent to me. And that's why this one is a win. Yes, it was a blind buy because again, the hype was real on this one. The hype was actually worth it for this one in my opinion. And I'm glad I bought it. I don't have any regrets. I'm still gonna be rocking this one. So those are my thoughts on Forvr Mood. She Was Here. Absolutely worth the hype. Now this next one has gotten very little buzz in my opinion. And that is the newest release from Jo Malone. And this is the new Jo Malone Raspberry Ripple. So I was like, okay, why nobody talking about this one? But then I thought about it. The fragrance community does not like Jo Malone as a whole. But the thing is, Jo Malone is very popular in real life. And because people absolutely buy Jo Malone fragrances, that's why there's counters everywhere. They are expanding into more department stores from what I'm seeing. In real life, Jo Malone is still that girl, even though the internet hates on it. I just want to say that. But anywho, the new Raspberry Ripple, it has 3 main notes, because one thing about Jo Malone, their scents are very literal and simple. We have a top note of red currant, and then in the heart we have raspberry, of course, and then in the base is white musk. And then when you see the imagery for this, it's supposed to be like a raspberry ice cream type situation. So you all, I smelled this one in store, right? And it was very much a very tart scent, very tart and musky. I didn't hate it, but at the same time, it didn't move me. I almost forgot to mention it in this video. It took me going through the Sephora website just to jog my memory and make sure I wasn't leaving anything out. And I was like, oh yeah, I did smell good. So that's why I say this one is just there. And now I see why people aren't really talking about it, because it didn't really move the needle. It's just, okay. It's just okay. That again is Jo Malone's Raspberry Ripple. The next fragrance that came out, this one is having a little bit of a moment too in my opinion, and that is the new Ellis Brooklyn Queen's Caramel fragrance. Yes, a lot of my mutuals got this one in PR, so I saw their thoughts on it, and of course I was like, okay girl, is it really good? Or was it just PR? So I was like, no, it's actually really good. So I was like, okay. But I still went to the store and tried it, got my nose on it, that type of thing, so I could really test it out for myself. And for me, I enjoyed it. I bought it on the spot. Top notes of caramel, maple sugar. We have wild honey and pink salt. Then in the middle, we have whipped coconut, vanilla orchid. We have white chocolate and jasmine. This is so yummy. And then in the dry down, you all, we have bourbon vanilla. We have amber woods, tonka bean, and milky musk. This is delicious. For me, what stood out first was not the caramel note. It was actually the maple note. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm getting maple. Then this one dries down for me. Then the caramel starts to shine, which it should. It's the star of the show here. It's in the name, for good crying out loud. But I also get the white chocolate too. And then in the base, I get like the musk. The tonka bean is in there because it's what gives a mouth-watering effect. This is a win. And let's go ahead and clear the air on this. No, this is not Bianco Latte. Bianco Latte does not have a maple note. It just doesn't. Bianco Latte smells like straight up caramel, milk, and musk. Like, that is what it is. I have the fragrance, so that's how I know what I'm talking about on this. I've smelled them side by side. Queen's Caramel is heavier on the caramel, and again, the white chocolate with the maple in here too. It's a different fragrance. Different fragrance, plus you can get a discount on this one because there are sales and things happening. I know Sephora's having their friends and family going on, so it's even at a better price point. So I'm just saying, for me, Queen's Caramel, I like this one a little bit more. I gotta be honest about that. So this one is a win because again, I bought it on the spot. This next one, I was really surprised by it because it's not a house I really gravitate towards. I've just never smelled anything from them. So nothing good or bad. I just haven't smelled anything from them. But this new Miu Miu Miutine Eau de Parfum with strawberry and vanilla, I was like, okay. Plus it was out on display. I was like, okay, let me just see what it's giving. So it has key notes, you all, of wild strawberry. We have gardenia, brown sugar, and vanilla accord. I don't know how Miu Miu does fragrances, so I truly went into this thing like just blind, you know? And let me tell you something. This scent is so good. The gardenia note in here gives it like an elegant, classically feminine type of situation. It's more grown up than I expected it to be. The wild strawberry there makes it youthful at the same time, playful, but it's not overdoing it where it goes juvenile. This is for a grown woman. This is giving me 25 and up. I really like this, and actually because of the gardenia note in here and how this one smells more refined to me, I could actually see a lot of women over 40 and 50 years old enjoying this one too, because this one actually is going to have a lot of reach. Because of how classically feminine this scent smells, I can also see younger ladies, meaning under 25, not liking this one because this one is a little bit more mature. I got to be honest about that, but I like it. I like it because I'm absolutely over 25 and this was speaking to me. So yeah, this one, this new Miu Miu fragrance, this is a win. This is a yes. Next up, you all, Dior gave us a new fragrance. This is the new Dior Essence fragrance. I smelled it in store and here we are. I picked up a 30 ml size of it. I did a 30 ml because my other Miss Dior Parfum, the 2024 edition, is also 30 ml. So I figured why not have them match since we got a theme going here. But you all, I smelled this in store first, so it was not a blind buy, and I was impressed. I also smelled this new Essence version next to the Miss Dior 2024 edition that I have. Completely different fragrances. Very different vibes, different seasons. So that's why the new Essence one was full bottle worthy to me. It has key notes, you all, of blackberry like jam in here. There's elderflower. And there's jasmine here, and there's a lot of oak wood in the base. This 100% is a cold weather take on Miss Dior. This one is syruppier, this is woodier, this is richer. It makes my other 2024 edition smell lighter, and that one gives more spring and summer, where this new Essence gives fall and winter, and I'm excited about this one. I also had the head elf to smell this one. He's like, I really like that. He said, yeah, get that one. So yeah, we had the cosign there. So the Dior Essence is head elf approved, but y'all, Miss Dior did their thing with this one. I like it. I'm back in the Miss Dior lane here. I'm back in the Miss Dior hype train. I'm here for it because I left it for a minute when they got rid of Miss Dior Sherry. Y'all know how I feel about that one. But I've been enjoying these later editions. They're winning me back. But yes, Miss Dior Essence is a yes. And I couldn't do this video without talking about the controversial, hyped up, but not really hyped up, heavily returned fragrance. It's been a lot with this one. We are talking about the Valentino Donna Roma Rendezvous Ivory fragrance for the ladies. The reason this got hyped up was, of course, the bottle. It's a nice ivory. It's a nice ivory type of bottle. It is cute. Looks like the others, but of course it's white. And everybody got excited because of the fact there's a marshmallow note in here. That was supposed to be like the selling point. And I said, okay. I remember that morning I woke up early again. I saw it in my app because when you're Rouge, you get like first dibs on being able to buy things before they go into the store, right? And I saw it. I said, do I want this? I looked at it. I said, no, I don't want this. I just got a bad feeling about this. And I'm glad I listened to my gut because no. Did it sell out? Yes, it did, because people got excited about it. And I understand that. I do feed into the hype sometime on certain scents. Hey, we're fragrance lovers, we're beauty lovers, that's what we do. But I just had a bad feeling about this one and it did not give. I went in store and smelled it because luckily my store did have it just to test out. And I was like, is this what everybody's excited about? So anywho, we have notes of green mandarin, marshmallow accord, and Madagascar vanilla. Like, that's it. And for me, the reason I also wasn't excited, it hit me. This one is extremely similar to the original viral queen out of the Valentino line, and that is the Donna Roma Pink PP edition that I do have, yes, in its glory. And the notes are extremely similar. The only difference between the ivory one and the pink PP one is that instead of marshmallow, they did orange blossom in here. That's literally the only difference. Like, I looked it up and everything. I did a full dedicated review on this scent. Definitely check it out. So yeah, that's why I was like, I knew it was a reason I wasn't excited about this new Valentino Ivory one, and it's because of this one. I enjoyed the Pink PP one way more. The new Ivory one, y'all, I smelled it. It was so soft. It was so light. It gave nothing to me. And then on top of that, I didn't like the fact that there was only the big bottle size available. It was practically $200. I'm like, I'm not blind buying it because we're too deep into the flankers with this line for me to be blind buying something like that. I just can't do it. I cannot do it. More power to you if you can, but I wasn't doing it. And once again, because of the notes were too similar to this one right here that I do like. So yeah, PPP, this has gotten better. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the infamous, notorious, shall we say at this point, Ivory edition of Valentino. A lot of people have been returning it because it did not give what the people thought it was going to give. And I'm not surprised. The next fragrance, you all, I got my nose on. This is the newest release from Marc Jacobs, their Perfect line, which I have been a fan of. I've purchased the last 2 editions, the Elixir and the Perfect Intense staples for the cold weather. So they gave us a new fall one, you all, and this is the Absolute version. I love the bottle, everything. It has keynotes of caramel, fig, jasmine, and rich amber. The jasmine and the rich amber are what's the main notes that ground all of the Perfect fragrances, in my opinion. The other 2 notes are what makes this one different. And y'all, I smelled this one. It's a win. It's a win. It's a win. I really like this new Absolute version. It's very potent. It's very rich. I get the fig note, which we don't get fig every day from designer fragrances to me. So that's why that's exciting. Fig, I have to go to the niche world for that normally. So kudos to Marc Jacobs for, again, doing something different and not smelling like everybody else. Caramel, that's giving us that gourmand touch. I was getting all of it. This was a win. So this is one I see doing well. I'm already starting to notice it's been selling out online on Sephora. So the girls are catching on to this one. But I told you all in another video, I said, I think this is going to be the real star of the fall season to me. And I stand on it. Marc Jacobs Perfect Absolute. This is yes. Absolutely yes. I will be picking up a bottle of this one at some point. And I got some new scent mail in because these are online exclusive right now for us online at Sephora. But Kayali sent this over to me and I have their new oud fragrances. Yes, we can talk about these. So I just got them. So these are not going to be very detailed because I'm still learning them, to be fair. But let's start out with the new Oudgasm Chocolate Oud number 11. I've seen a lot of discourse about this one too. Yeah. But I always like to smell fragrances first before I read reviews or watch other reviews because I like to have a true independent thoughts and everything I write down before I get on here and do my own video, right? So with the new Chocolate Oud, right, keynotes of caramel apple, spiced rum, vetiver orris, incense, dark cocoa, and chocolate oud. So I thought to myself, this could go a lot of different ways. Y'all, this is spicy fall to me. I get more of the spiced rum more than anything. I'm not really getting the chocolate on paper, but again, I just got these, so I will be doing full body wear test and a full review will be coming, don't worry. But yeah, this is giving me more spicy incense, apple pie situations, kind of giving me more of that. This is in the realm of an Angel Share or Under We Nomad's Sugar Leather. Those 2 scents are coming to mind with this one. This one compares to that to me, which I do like those. I have 4 bottles of both, so I'm not mad at that. But that's what I'm getting from this. So we will be taking our time with the Chocolate Oud and doing a deep dive on this one. But yeah, I like it. I like it. And then we also have the new Kayali Oudgasm Milky Musk Oud number 30. And this one, spoiler alert, this one is my favorite of the 2. Just tell y'all that hands down. So we have keynotes of pink pepper, strawberry cream, incense, suede, santal, white musk, and silver oud. This one's very creamy. This one has a lactonic feel. I really, really like this. This one's kind of comforting too at the same time. I like this one. I feel like a lot of people are going to go into this new release thinking they're probably going to want the chocolate oud one first just because, ooh, chocolate, that sticks out to you more, especially if you have a sweet tooth. But to me, I think the real star of the collection is going to be the Milky Musk one because this one is giving me what I need. And this one's more of a different, truly niche take in my opinion on a milky scent. I like this. I like this. I don't have anything else in my collection like this scent, so that's another reason why the Milky Musk one is sticking out more to me. And again, those are my first impressions in real time. So all right, everyone, those are my thoughts on the latest fragrances at Sephora for fall 2025. It is still early, actually. We have more releases coming. We have new things coming out. And then with the different sales and things that are happening, we got friends and family. We got the one-day deals going. So that has people going into store more often. I know it has me going into store more often. So I will be smelling new things as they come out. So expect another video like this one for sure, because there's so much happening with this season. Let me know what you think about my thoughts on these fragrances. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you love these scents? Do you hate them? What is your favorite new release so far that you have smelled while at Sephora? Let me know in the comments below and I will read them and respond when I can. But until next time, Elves, I will catch you on the next video. Bye, y'all.